A plus setup strikes again. A plus setup strikes again. For those of you who haven't watched my previous video on this setup, uh, exact same play last Wednesday going into Thursday. Another one popped up yesterday. We're going to review that right now. All right, we're back. You can see this IMTE incredible move yesterday from $2 all the way up to 41. Massive, massive. I was watching this. I started watching this in the 8s actually, and I thought it was overextended then. And I should have paid attention to the daily chart, because if you look at the daily chart, you can see that, I mean, this stock really hasn't traded. It IPO'd not too long ago, so it hasn't really done anything. So on the daily chart, over 10 was like the multi-month breakout. So that's when you see this thing really start going parabolic. I didn't really pay attention to the daily chart. Plus, I was too scared to buy this anyways over 10. But if you watch it, look at it over 10. Over 10, it really takes off. When it had this pullback right here down to 15, the thought went through my head to buy it, but then I was like, this thing is still way too extended. So I just left it alone. I watched it all day long. I finally peaked out, and then it had the crash. It had the crash when it holds 50% of its gains all the way down to 20, 23. I actually bought it here at, I got a pretty good entry. There was no low. Where did I get it at? No, I got it here on the second one, because I was thinking I didn't get it at 23. I got it at like 21. Got it at like 21 right here. And I sold at 25. Made a few $100 on it. Didn't hold all the way to 30, but really my plan is to watch this thing going into the close. You watch it going into the close, it puts in lower highs. Now at this point, when it started ramping up, I thought that maybe it was going to take off, or I didn't think it was going to set up, because I want it to close around $20 to $22. You can still, this thing is still going. It's breaking high a day right now. But this is pre-market action right now. So I wanted it to close between $20 and $23, right in this range, right around the support level of 50%. And when I saw it ramping up, I decided to go, and I didn't feel like watching the markets anymore. I was pretty much done trading, so I just left it alone. I came back to it after I took a nap and saw that it was gapping up some. I put in an order for 250 shares at $24. The bid and the ask was huge after hours. It was like, the ask was like 25 and the bid was like 22. But to my surprise, going into the close of after hours, I got a fill. Woke up this morning, boom, gapping up, just like I thought it would, gapping up. I got out some at $28, and then I told myself I was going to hold the rest of the market open, but then it went to like $35, $36 right up in here. And so, you see this resistance zone. I never thought it would get to high a day at all, especially in the pre-market. I ended up getting out at 32 on a pullback, because I didn't know if this was going to roll over, but I just took my profits. I mean, I just made a nice $1,000 gain right here. So, but I mean, we saw this setup last week, GNPX, same thing. Let's see, let's go to, here's the GNP last week, to the day, last Wednesday. Huge run up from the 5s, peaks out at 18, pulls back, drops, loses almost 50% of its gains, or about 50% of its gains. Holds 10. I got long at 1150. 1150 I got long into that dip, into the close. Okay, key is to wait till the close. I got in, I got long, boom, sold in the morning. I got out at got out in the 13s and 14s right in here. When it double topped, I got out the rest. So, and I did a video on this last week too. DXR. There's another one too. Let's see here. Look at DXR, this big run up. Same exact thing. Huge run up from the 8s to 21. Crashes. Closes at around 13. I actually got long into the close in the 1280s. Sold in the 16s into the pre-market gap up right here. Ended up failing and completely failing at the open. It failed at the open and just never came back. So that's why you gotta just take your gains. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen at the market open. Now this IMTE, I mean, this stock has no history, so we don't know how it's going to trade. And the way it's looking right now, this thing could be another freaking rise. This thing could go to 100. Who knows? The float is like on my software. It says that it's got a float of 238,000, and then I read somewhere else last night that had a float of 1.5 million. So who knows? But this setup is A plus. It's working a lot, and it's worked for me countless other times. These are just the 3 most recent ones that I can think of. But something to think about in the future when you are trading. It's excellent for PDT. For anybody who's under PDT, you don't waste the day trade. You buy it into the close. You hold overnight. Boom, you just get up early. Make sure you get up early and sell into that pre-market gap up. So excellent for small accounts. Also, this morning in the my other play I'm focusing on is EBIO. I've been watching this one for a while now. This thing's getting overextended. Yesterday, I caught some short. I watched it all day long. And then at the end of the day, it had this dump. And then it bounced. I got short here at 335, and then I almost bottom ticked it right here. I got out at 311. I did bottom tick it actually. Shit. Yeah, I got out at 311, so that was a nice gain. And then when it bounced right in here and it double topped, I got short again at 321. And then since I just happened to be awake so early for the IMTE, I seen this thing. It had a pre-market gap up all the way up to 350. I got short at I got some at like 341 and 345. I got short on this one, so I added to my position. I took a partial position because I thought this might have a push up closer to this 350. So I took smaller size right here as a starter position with the intention of adding. Going to be using 350 as my ultimate risk. So I probably won't even wait till I get to 350 at the market open. If it doesn't immediately flush out, I'll probably just take my immediate profits. Right now, my average is I think it's like 332. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it's looking weak. It's looking real weak right now. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, as soon as that trade is over with, I'm probably just gonna shut off my computer because I already made 1,000 on IMTE, and then it looks like I'm gonna make a few bucks on this EBIO. But all right, happy trading. If you like the video, subscribe and like it. Post some comments if you guys traded it the same way, if you noticed the same setup. Like to hear what you guys traded out there. Talk to you soon.